A quick disclaimer, this video is not meant to support the use of AI in any way at all. It was made to explain my opinion. Also, sorry if I word things weirdly or stutter or have odd pauses. I have a mental disorder that makes it harder for me to process information and to speak on it. I'm also new to the art community and especially anatomy, so I will delete any hate comments because I can and it's my account. Note that criticism is different than hate. Thank you. So, the title of this video might be a little misleading, but I digress. I saw this one video, and it was about the quote-unquote saddest AI art user ever. The user said that they didn't have the creative blood. AI user used the analogy that people who were artists had blue blood, and the comments were mocking the person for using blue blood as a way to describe how they were feeling. And this comes down to people being too entitled to share their opinions that are outright hurtful. I don't think that mocking someone who uses AI because they don't feel they can make the art they want is helping them to not use AI. The creator was basically saying that it took me years to get to this skill level and this is how my art used to be, so if you try hard enough, then you'll be able to make the art that you like. And they show a picture of their old art and then their current artwork. And while I know that they had the best intentions when making this video, I don't think it would help the AI art user to not create using AI. What never helped me to actually get drawing was people saying, my art started horrible, it took years to get to this level. And that's true, so no hate to anyone. I love most artists, of course, but what helped me was seeing the progress. Even if it was tracing bodies, then doing everything else myself, or copying drawings onto paper from Pinterest. I was young and it wasn't my own art, but it was my own art in a way, you know? Then I moved forward to copying by eye and doing it all. The artists you see online have been doing art for years, and when I started drawing, it was embarrassing to be bad at art. But the best thing that helped me to make quote-unquote better art was just putting pencil to paper and trying and seeing the changes for the better. AI is bad, but being mocked because you think it's your only option won't help. It's been so normalized to mock or hate people when they have different views from you, and I think this is the main problem to a lot of things. Something that's helped me to do more art was the simple fact of being content with my art and seeing the tiny changes, even if I wasn't as good as artists I was seeing online. And I know my art currently isn't even that good at all because I still sometimes trace anatomy because I'm procrastinating actually learning it. I am not in any way trying to support AI art, but I can understand why people feel like it's their only option. I feel like the internet, not just our community, but the internet as a whole, has lost most of its empathy, and we forget that most accounts have people behind the screen that have their own life, their own struggles, their own feelings. And creating art isn't as simple as putting pen to paper. I see so many amazing artists online, and I know that it took so long to get there, but they make their art just look completely effortless. And I get so inspired by them. I have so many ideas of what I want to draw and how I want my drawings to look, of course, but when I finally get to drawing, it doesn't turn out how I want it to. I've been trying to do art my whole life, or as long as I can remember. My whole family has been really into art of some form, and I was never particularly good at any form of art. But I think the main thing might be to step away from being online, I guess. Social media, especially TikTok and Instagram Reels, have just been changing our perception of what we can and can't do. To conclude this video, before you mock or hate on someone because they have a different opinion than you, remember that they have emotions too. It seems so simple, but I think we've grown accustomed to having less empathy. Using AI to create art is inherently bad, but when you feel like you have no other choice and you see other people online whose art is so good and they've been doing it for years, you feel like starting now is embarrassing, and it's bad to be embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be new at something, because when you're new to a hobby or new to a fandom, you get called a poser and cringe. And people say, cornball with the wilting flower emoji, that one tired emoji, and the peace symbol. But the hardest thing to do is just start. To just try and draw what you're imagining in your head. Because that whole beautiful scene that you just can't quite achieve with your current skill set, as you try and draw what you see in your head more and more, it might get easier. Or it might still be just as hard as you started, but when you finally see your vision slowly starting to look like what it's supposed to, even if it does look pretty bad, when it slowly starts looking what you imagine, that's what really makes creating art so expressive. Don't hesitate to create what you want or to not do what you want to do because you don't have the skills for it, or because what if I fail, or what if I get rejected? You only have one life. At least that's what I believe. So don't live it. Don't live a life you regret, because that's not living. That's just surviving. Thank you for all of the support I have been getting on my past videos, and I'm so thankful for my community, what little community I have anyways, because it makes me happy to see that some communities in the art community, or just in general, can still have amazing people in it. And thank you for watching this video. I would love to see your guys' art, and let me know if I should start like a Discord or something, because like I definitely know how to do that, but I've been like hesitating because I don't want to make the whole entire server and then no one join it. Like that's kind of like eek. But this is my first art video, and I'm kind of pretty nervous about posting it,